Alright! Welcome back everybody to KnowItAllDM Entertainment. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, hanging out, playing Empyrion Galactic Survival, Star Salvage. So, right now, we are on our way to pick up the grav generator that we left on the moon last time at the DSE-2 mid. We may pick up some other stuff to go along with it. I don't think the DSE has any landing gear on it, so we're not going to really worry too much about that. But we should be coming right up in here. I don't think I'm even going to really land. I'm just going to park right here, maybe back up a bit, make sure we're not in range of that. I can't really ping because I don't have a detector, which is one thing I do want to get for the ship. But we need to replace this with the taxi tank, and we need to put the grav generator in here. So I think what I'm going to do, we'll do this, pop the drone out. How close are we? We are not close enough for drone access. That's fine. Our fuel, 6%. We're gonna hop in here. Actually, let me get this repaired up a little bit. Okay. Power on, ping. Alright, I don't see any drones in the immediate vicinity. I'm not close enough to ping that. But I believe that is the drones. So, let's go ahead. We're going to come over to here. Just park right here. Be connected because there's no core on it. I do need to put my helmet on. That is definitely something. Alright, we're going to want some of these defenses. Let's go ahead. We'll pop the core right here. And are we within range? We are. Okay. Output. Okay. You never have to cargo. Ooh, look at that oxygen. Oh, yes. And we'll go ahead. That. Yeah, look at that. That's good oxygen. Oxygen storage. Alright, I don't need that many of those, so go ahead and do that. We're within range of the junkyard, so I'll start there. That is a large constructor. We'll just take its components. This on the full sentry gun. Right, that's the back. Alright. Up. This one. Of course. Am I within range of... Okay. Here. Am I within range? Yes. Output, connect, drone. There we go. Now we have a grav generator. Let's see, what else do we have over here? There's much left on here. We've got some grow plots. We don't really need a garden at the moment. I can come back and grab them from here and the other DSE when I decide to get a large capital vessel with gardens on it. As for devices, there's just 3 thrusters left. I'm not too worried about them. There is this minigun turret that would be nice, and there's a few more sentry. Minigun turret. Thought the minigun turret. Oh, there. Tree block. Let's go ahead and connect to the input because it's got a lot more space. Alright. Not sure where those all are. One. Two left. And I'm gonna have to go in manually. Let me move some things. So now I can put some more stuff on the junk dart. Dart. Load all these. I don't know if there's any I don't know if there's any what do you call it? Brain words. I forgot what I was saying. That happens. Alright, down here. I don't know if there's any alien loot crates is what I was thinking. Alright, now that we've got all those, grab that. And we're off. Alright, let's do a little organizing. Okay. Input. Bridge. Okay. Bam. Gravity. Gravity. Alright. We got the grav gen. Now we need a pentaxid tank. Why am I going up here? We need a pentaxid tank. So I should be able to find one. Oh. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the junkyard station might actually sell pentaxid. It does not, however, sell landing gear. So that's something we're gonna have to search elsewhere for. If I can get a pentaxid tank, I can get some pentaxid up and running. We go ahead and do 10 like so. Let's do another 10 on top of it. And then 5 on that. So we'll do 25, that'll give us 50 pentaxid that we can use in a warp drive once we get that pentaxid tank. Now I'm really trying not to unlock it, even though I could probably build one if I needed to. But I'm trying to save my points the best I can for some medical things. And then once I can get that, you know, that a lot to make, I can take a pretty much requires everything that we can grow and make on our own. So now that we have the eggs that we can turn into artificial eggs that we can turn into real eggs. Oh. Those are at 8 minutes. Now that we're not in too much of a hurry, okay, it's doing that because of... I do this and then accents. Okay, now. I transfer these over to my inventory. I can just keep an eye on them in my inventory for the next 8 minutes. Most of the time we'll probably be on the junkyard station anyway, trying to figure out what we can buy and sell. Okay, it won't let me have 4 because I don't know. That and that we can definitely sell. Why do I only have 1 optronic here? Oh, because the optronics reach. That's something that if I could find someone that we can sell neodymium to, we would get a lot of credits for selling the ingots. You may notice that the last video and this video I'm talking a little quieter than normal, and that's not a recording thing. I'm actually talking quieter than normal because I'm watching my son and he is currently asleep, which is why I have a chance to actually. Now, can I? Don't here. Ooh. I need to raise it a little bit. That may be a little much, but we'll see. Oh, that's just a little, but I can hop up. Okay. Let's see what we have in the way of trade. First, you. Coolant. I have 1 coolant to sell. And spare part. I have 9 spare parts to sell. Show me your offer. Do your case, you do. In fact, 40,000. It's really only worth 22,000, but this thing sells for between 1.5 to 2 times what they're worth. And they'll only buy them for between 1 and 1.5. Like between 1 and 1 to 1.5 price. So right now, Axis Tank is selling just over half, about 7,000 cost. 40,000 credits. I don't think I have anything I can sell for 40,000 credits. Let's see what. Output. Oxygen tanks. Do you it's large O2 for 1,000 each. It's not nearly Okay. What about... hold on to that. I'll hold on to that as well. Okay. What about large constructions? What will you... That's 10,000. And... it's not bad. I'm sure that sells for a good amount. So, would it be worth selling at... They don't buy them. Okay, fine. Well, what about you with the small vessel? Buy the turrets either? Okay. Looks like they don't buy weaponry. Something I could rectify, but I think I did that on purpose. Alright, final thought thing. Nothing for a whole lot. Buy advanced salvage 1,191 each. Halfway tempted to get one of these. If I could get a Unicart shotgun and a Unicart assault rifle, they don't have an assault rifle in stock. I'll buy the shotgun. And the ammunition. Alright, so this does 53 damage with 375 RPMs. This does 54 damage with 293 RPMs. But this still got more recoil. It's got a smaller spread. The big thing is that it uses universal cartridges, which don't take bullet casing, so I don't have to worry about buying these. Magazine capacity 8, magazine capacity 9, so this actually gets one more shot. And I believe this shoots 6 bullets at a time or 8 bullets at a time, or like as a spread, and this one does like 2 more shots than that, I believe. So overall, I think this does slightly more damage. but it doesn't fire quite as fast. So I'll keep them both on the hotbar. I'll main this and then back up to that if I'm in a if I need a rapid fire. This is 3 multi on a headshot. This is 1, so this will be better if you're actually in combat shooting at things. Which is good. Okay. I have a question. Can I not take salvage tools in here? Salvaging. No, I have to unlock them. But if I do that, advanced salvage tool. Requires 1 flux coil and 4 oscillators per each. Flux coils aren't too easy to come by. But how much was that Pentaxa tank? 40,000. I'm going to want to craft one of these eventually anyway, because you can't find these around. I would craft this and then turn it into this, so I get 90% return factor until I get engineering, which this gives 100%. So okay. If I can have you advanced salvage. Oh yeah, make them one at a time. I forgot. All right, I'll have them make it one at a time. We'll get this thing loaded up. I should have some credits somewhere, but I think I may have left them back at the base on the planet. So I should. Well, I don't quite have enough of these. Let's see. I'm gonna need 100 medical components. That's 200 medical scrap. That is 200. That is 196 medical scrap because I have 2 medical components in there. And 150 engineering scrap. I've got those. 35 optronics. I've got that. 10 elemental pentaxid, 10 Erestrum gel. I've got the elemental pentaxid that I can pop in there. I don't know why I have that here, unless I'm hoping I can make it as part of the crafting, which, you know, Erestrum gel. That's something we're gonna have to find or buy. Okay, what else do I want? Can't buy crew yet. Don't have enough credits for that. Let's see. How many will you buy? You'll buy over 100. So I can start output. I'll leave those on the input so that we can use them to buy things. Oh, wait. Okay. I forgot about that because I have that's an advanced salvage multi. Alright, so I should be okay. I think, let's see, if I sleep and the power usage goes all to heck, I do have Promethium fuel that I can put in the capital vessel. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see what happens. Oh, there's enemies nearby? Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll just have to come back here later and sell those. So, I'm going to head back down to the base on the planet, and we're going to take stock of everything, see what else we might have that we can sell, possibly find other things that we can do to get a pentaxid. So, I'll see you guys back down on the planet. Alright, so what we're really wanting to sell I could probably sell some of this stuff. Those detectors. Probably want to hold on to the SV detector for when I get an SV. Not gonna need another one of those. I can sell that. Probably want to hold on to those. I can probably sell all the hover vessel stuff and hold on to the small vessel stuff. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Oh no, turrets and weapons are already. Alright. Turrets and weapons are online. Which direction you coming from? This direction. Ooh, drones. Rocket drones. Any more? I think that's it. It didn't say, you know, you've successfully fought off a thing, but... Alright. Alright. Okay, not bad, not bad. Took a little couple of pings on here. I think I lost that before and I just forgot to put it back on. Okay. Alright. Put all these into here. You know what? I need to call you. Fuel 02. Alright. And then that will make those. We can start putting scrapper boosts on our scrapper armor. That'll increase my this. It'll reduce those. But let's see. How much does a scrapper boost require? Just military scrap. Which means we can make 1, 2, almost 3. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because this survival augment helps my food and some of the stuff that the multi-boost is good for anyway. So that, then we'll need some more military scrap to make third one, which is fine. We can move all the oxygen from output over to there. Got plenty of oxygen. Oxygen over to. All right. Now, back to looking at what we was looking at. Oh, by the way, 51%. Yeesh. Thought we were gaining power with all of our stuff off. Maybe when I was in space it didn't take into account. We'll see. Because 51% is less than 2, and I got 3. Anyway, you can take that and that. I don't need the salvage token right now, although I may end up adding like a specialty reward that you can buy for 1 token. But at the moment, everything costs multiple tokens. As you saw in a couple of episodes ago. I don't know if it was the previous episode or the episode before that. Probably sell those. Maybe sell that. Not sure how much all of those go for. I was thinking though with HV stuff, I probably want to hold on to those because I am gonna want to get. I'm probably gonna want to get an SOV for mining in space until I can get a SV, a mining SV online. These we can probably sell. Because I'm not going to really need a combat HV anymore. Okay. This is probably just going to sit here until such a time as we get a capital vessel that can carry it. So, let's connect to your fridge and pick the garden. Oh, this stuff hasn't grown. It should have, but I think because we were off planet, it didn't count the grow for it or something. I don't know. Oh, right. Now, what I do want to do right now, let's do this. Make a medium ammo box. And I'm going to put this back here. This is where we can put ammo for our turrets. And I want to go ahead and get our turrets online. Now, how many turrets do we have? 7. So that's 1 less than the maximum we can put on it, which is fine. Let's see. And I want it to be symmetrical. Don't want. Okay, so that's not a full block, but that is. Means that here. Right. Gonna want these here, there. So and then right, so that's 4 on the bottom. I don't think many of the top ones are full. That's a half. That's a thin. Good. Do this. Have it do like that. But I don't know. That's kind of. Put it on over. Yes. Okay, these I think are thin the other way, the inverse, upside down. So the interior shows those. I suppose I could put them coming out of the sides. How many more do I have? 3? And then if I did this, No, I would want these to be different colors so that they look like it's an intentional thing, not like they're trying to hide. Means that one and that one. So when we get one more, we'll have that one there replaced with it. But now, okay, we've got 4 turrets on the bottom, 3 turrets on the sides. And those are mainly anti-drone sentry defenses to help if we get attacked by drones, I don't have to worry too much about running, getting into the fighter and whatnot. That's not too bad. One of them in here anyway, so that's not too bad, and it's still oxygenated in here. Make sure junk storage, oxygen's all moved over, fuel, not too worried about it. I can put this back. I think I'm going to put that instead of the other one that we had. Okay. One, two. That's over one. No, this is one here. The other one should be right here. Not bad. I mean, if I texture it like this, the outside will change. See, that's the thing I wish about the turrets, is you could change each side rather than the whole thing. Same with all these landing gear and the what you would call them, thrusters and whatnot. Okay. Now that we have all that, I'm thinking we have another salvage drone online. Should have, but I don't think I will see the dot until I ping it. So all I'm looking for are fuel tanks and landing. Alright, let's head back into space. Thrusters activated. Well, flight systems activated. Go. I guess our best bet for landing gear is ghost ships. Most ghost ships have at least a couple. Then they may also have a warp drive. Now, I know there's one ghost ship that we've already taken 4 out of. That's this one down here. So let's head to that one. And then we'll take a look at the other ghost ship, but we'll probably do that with the SV, because that one was armed, but I know it has some, whatchamacallums. Hold up. Oh, yeah. It has some landing gear. We may also want to look into trying to take over this derelict orbital station just as a space base. Let's see, do the ghost ships show up on here? They do. Ghost ship. That's the one that we're looking for. Don't want to get too close to that one. And over there's the Polaris freighter that's stuck in the in the Polaris junkyard. I don't think this one had a pentaxid tank on it. I don't think that one does either. Looks like our best bet for the pentaxid tank is to either find another storage drone, another junk storage drone, or to buy one. I think finding another junk storage drone will probably be what I want to do. And if I can get to it close enough to my capital, like with my capital vessel, I should be able to get the warp drive and the pentaxid tank, or at least get the parts from the warp drive. Probably want the whole warp drive though. Alright, so there's the ghost ship. It moves when we're not within range, but when we get within range, it stops moving. It's supposed to self-destruct and disappear, but for some reason they don't do that. I mean, they will eventually, but okay. Gravity. Saying I was hot, but my temperature should be neutralized, so maybe I just got hot all of a sudden and then back down. Because I was standing on a thruster, and that's kind of... Alright, let's see. Do you have landing gear? You should. Maybe. No, I don't see any landing gear. Although there are some thrusters that I can recover. Move you a little closer. Do it to the input because it's got a bigger thing. So thruster. Okay. And then ghost ship. So it's not super exciting, but right, any RCSs? Okay. Passenger seats. Medic. That's something that I might want to sell. Okay. Oh, there's really much anything else on here that I want. Let's grab the core. Be on our way. That ghost ship might have some landing gear, but it's also an armed ghost ship. Got cannon turrets, I think. Checked all the storage units on the moon. Let's see what a ping will show. Nothing new. Alright. Let's head to the trade station, and then we will park next to the trade station again. That way. Alright, we're going to head to the junkyard station, park next to it. Then I will head out again with my SV and see if I can find anything interesting after we do some selling of things on the junkyard station. Alright, I sold all the multi-tool, or the advanced salvage tools, and we got just over 40k bank balance now. Because I was selling them at 1.1 and I sold 25 of them. And I don't know what else I already sold before to get close I know I sold a couple of things earlier today that you guys saw. But in any case, let's do this. So he'll only buy one of those. He will buy two of those. He won't buy the large one. He'll buy that. He'll buy one of those. One of these. Detectors. Instructors. And what about medical station? He'll do the SV, but not the HV. Okay. Means I'll have to come back later and sell to him, or go to the other place. You see, he'll sell small vessel landing gear, but the large vessel guy won't do large landing gear for some reason. I do have enough that I can buy the Pentaxa tank from him if I wanted to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go off camera, fly around, see if I can find a salvage drone, a junk storage drone. And if I can find the junk storage drone, then I'm going to come back, take the capital vessel to it, then use the small vessel to take out its thrusters and core, and try to salvage the stuff off of it into the capital vessel. Speaking of that, upgrade, downgrade tool. I want to see if I've got enough stuff. Okay, gravity off. I want to see if I've got enough stuff to upgrade the warp drive. I do. Connected to the input here, I can upgrade the warp drive to upgrade 1, because in order to upgrade it to upgrade 1, you need the components that a warp drive would give you, or like that you would use to craft a warp drive. So as you can see, energy matrices, oscillators, Sathian plates, flux coils, capacitor devices, those are all the same materials you would need to upgrade to this, minus the engineering components. So I'm going to go ahead, upgrade it, and now I need an actual warp drive to continue upgrading my warp drive. Each time you upgrade the warp drive, it adds 5 to the light years. As you can see, it starts at 30, now it's at 35, and I believe it does the same for the AU. Let's see if I downgrade it. Yeah, it adds 5 to the AU as well. So we've got a upgraded warp drive that can go up to 35, and this is a method where players who don't take engineering at all can increase their warp drive capability. So I think I'm going to end up taking engineering as my third specialization, with scout being, or the exploration being, my second. But upgrading it this way doesn't actually change any of the rest of the stats, just the AU range. So it's a good way to keep your CPU low while upgrading it. And once you're upgraded to upgrade 5, then you can upgrade it to an epic warp drive if you have found the epic warp drive upgrade kit by then. So Okay. Now that we've got an upgrade 1 warp drive, I'm going to take the small vessel out, look for a junk storage drone. And when I come back, I will either be at the drone with the capital vessel, or I will be buying a Pentaxa tank. Alright, so I found a junk storage drone. I labeled it. I'm coming back out over here with my capital vessel. They don't move terribly fast unless you're far away from them. So come up right beside it, match its course. And we're going to move ahead of it. All right, let's hurry up, get to the junk dart, and see if we can disable its before it gets too far away. All right, it has been disabled. Let's go grab our capital vessel. Make sure to bring it close by. It should be still within visual range or close enough that it doesn't despawn. Hopefully. Yeah, it was still within visual range. So we should be able to come right up beside it. All right. Oh, I bumped it. Alright, I need to take its... Come on. Alright, I need to get this. And now it should stop moving. Alright, we got the Pentaxa tank. All the fuel. Sell those. What do we have in here? More. Taxit and O2. If I hadn't bumped it before I took out the rear thrusters, it would have been fine. Alright, drone, oxygen. Okay. Let's get cockpit if we can. Okay. It's full. Right. I think that's almost everything. Okay, it's stopped now that we've got all the thrusters off of it. Should be... Alright, let's get into here now. Alright, now it's just a hunk of metal. A hunk of hardened steel metal, but a hunk of metal nonetheless. Okay. Hold up. Now there's two? What? That's odd. This one is an intact one. Okay. I'm just gonna let you go about your business, Mr. Drone, because I don't need to take out your stuff. I wonder if it... Did it call reinforcements? Is that what happened? Alright, Mr. Salvage Drone, you can continue on your way. Storage drone. I'm gonna head back to the junkyard station and see if I can sell any of my they're not ill-gotten gains, because the salvage faction to which the junk storage and salvage drones belong aren't really a faction. They're more like an automated system that's a galaxy-wide automated system that nobody really runs anymore. It just sort of runs itself. So, all right. Let's see what we can... All right, let's see what we can sell this time. Probably not going to be able to sell all of that, but we will be able to sell some of it. And right now, I'm just selling it because I need credits. All right, let's see. Thrusters, fuel tanks, O2 tanks. I'm going to hold on to that. Let's see. Show me your offer. I can sell the fuel tanks. I can sell the O2 tanks. Thrusters. I can sell 4 of them. I can sell the 5 of these. Now we got 130,000 credits. That's more than we need. And I've already got a Pentaxid tank. I've got an additional warp drive. Let's see, the input here is where we've got the additional warp drive. Oh, generators. We should be able to... Alright, generators, medical devices, RCS, more fuel tanks. So, large tier 1 generators, I've got 4 to sell. That's 57,000 credits. Fuel tanks, I've got 4 more. He'll only buy 3 more. Okay. He won't take a capital vessel RCS. He would take the cockpit, but I don't know the cockpit. Medical devices. Okay. Looks like that's all he will do at the moment. I'll just consolidate all this back into here. Oh, large O2 tanks he might do more, along with a small O2 tank. I don't think the small generator will sell. Maybe, we'll see. Does have a small generator, so oxygen station I think I'm gonna hold on to. Alright, small O2 tank, large O2 tank. Okay. Small generator. Fuel tank tier 1. Okay. Now I'm at 204,000. I can actually afford to buy some crew now. Let's see what crew this guy's got selling or got for hire at the moment. Tactical officer, commanding officers, engineering station. This might be nice. Okay, I will hire one engineer. I don't need a quartermaster at the moment. Or shield technician. However, a commanding officer might be nice. I'll buy the cheaper one. Hire the cheaper one. Sorry, this isn't slavery. It's occupation. Then I could get 2 receptionists, but I don't need them at the moment. They're only 100 reduction at the moment. Tactical officer is 300 reduction. Alright. So let's go say hello to our crew. All right, we've got our engineer back here. This is Engineer Leslie. We can put him here since he doesn't have to worry about the heat. Apparently I do. Okay, and his name is Lovirac. Commander Lovirac. Okay, sorry about that. It's been just a minute since I was on. Actually, it's been a few hours. Since we were here last. I was here last. Okay, we just got our crew installed. Unfortunately, these crew tables don't function the same way that the actual device does, where it shows the last planet you're on, because I thought that was cool. In any case, so we are out here by the junkyard station. Our current goal is to look for Pentaxid tank, or did we buy one? No, we found one. We have not installed it yet. We stole one from a whatchamacallit? Junk storage drone. Those. And bam! There we go. Okay. So we're great on CPU. We've got our additional engineer who is going to provide us with just a little bit of extra thrust, 250 kilonewtons of thrust, which, if I'm not mistaken, is, let's see, capital vessel half? A little, no, more than 250 kilonewtons. These are meganewtons. So it's even less thrust bonus than a single small thruster in each direction, which poses a question. Are they even worth it? Or should I increase the amount of force? Because I was thinking I could give them half the amount of force. Yeah, because they give the same amount of force, 250, just about the same as a small vessel's thing. So is that even really worth it on a capital vessel of any size? Now you can put 3 of them, which would then put it up to 750 kilonewtons of force. But when even 750 kilonewtons doesn't even equal a single small thruster, I think I need to increase that force to make it worth even having an engineer. So I think what I'm gonna do, let's make it equal to half of a single small thruster in all direction. Or should I make it the same as a small thruster? Tell you what, I'm gonna let you guys discuss how much force, what thruster level do you think would be reasonable for an engineer to output in order to not be overpowered, but to be just powered enough that it's actually worth getting for a capital vessel? I'm thinking either one small thruster or half of a small thruster, which would then end up being either 7.2 meganewtons or 3.7 meganewtons. If I did 3.7 meganewtons, if you had all 3 engineers, it would give just over one small thruster, which in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot. If I did, even if I did just one small thruster, it wouldn't be a lot. I don't want it to be too much, because then, you'd have people tempted to utilize capital vessels with just these as thrust, which is ridiculous. Still technically possible for an extremely small capital vessel at the moment, but I want it to be something that people don't consider as a main thing. It's just something that would add a little bit extra thrust in each direction. Maybe add, yeah, see, I'm thinking one small thruster in each direction, or maybe one medium thruster worth in each direction. And increase their how much it costs to get them if I do a medium thrust. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. In the meantime, our next goal is to get landing gear. Now those storage drones don't have landing gear, so I'm going to need to look around and try to find capital vessel parts with landing gear. Now, one thing I could do, now that we have a warp drive online, instead of staying here, we could go to a nearby system and if we go to a nearby system, then we can almost guaranteedly find the landing gear we're looking for, but we would also potentially find larger capital vessels. Now, when I upgrade my capital vessel, I'm not looking for just a small upgrade. What I'm really looking for is something that I can replace as a full base, not just this little in-between go between capital vessel. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually head back down to the planet, and I'm going to stock up on everything I can, get us ready for a warp jump. And then we'll probably make our way over here to Europa, because I know this is just a derelict station. I don't really need to go there just yet. I'm going to need at least 11 pentaxid to be able to get here and then back. If I had a small vessel with a warp drive, small vessel warp drives actually use less pentaxid when going through within a system. You'll notice that even the short-range warp drive uses half of a pentaxid per AU, but a full pentaxid per light year. So if I were an engineer and could actually go multiple light years with this, or let's say with the mid-range warp drive, the mid-range warp drive would allow us to go 15 light years as it is, but you'll notice it only uses half a pentaxid per AU. So, and that's true of even the salvage versions of warp drives compared to other salvage versions. 1 per AU, 2 per light year. Or the junk short-range warp drive compared to the junk warp drive, which is 2 per AU and 2 per light year. So it's actually more beneficial to utilize these. Once you get the advanced scout warp drive, which is the best SV warp drive you can get, it uses no pentaxid within a system. So that actually makes it even more useful to go around within a system. Now, it was pointed out to me, and it is of note that even the warp drives in salvaging that use no pentaxid at all require you to have at least 1 pentaxid in your tank. It won't use it. It just requires you to have the pentaxid in the tank. So, with that in mind, I'm going to head over here and land at our wreckage base. And I'll get the ship all packed up and ready to go for our first warp jump. And then I'll see you guys once we're ready to jump. Alright, I think I am ready to head into space to warp. I've got some additional cargo, temporary cargo, that I put in here. This one's empty. This one has the warp drive that we gathered, which I want to go ahead and upgrade our warp drive. There we go. And so we are now at a upgrade 2 warp drive. I've got some CV repair stuff in case we, take damage, lose blocks, whatever. I don't plan on going into combat, but you never know. And then the small vessel and some hover vessel stuff. We can sell the hover vessel stuff, and the small vessel stuff is just in case we need to repair our small vessel. I've got those, which really I could leave down here on the planet, but not too worried about it. They don't take up too much volume. And then we've got all of our stuff here. I've got a lot of repair tools and salvage tools in here. So, yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do with all these repair tools. Some of them are going to be used to upgrade to the... Well, one of them is going to be used to upgrade to the Master Salvage multi-tool once I can get a Master Salvage tool. Although those are high UP requirements, and I'm not ready yet to go there. Need to be level 20 for this. So, I also have a little bit of extra stuff in the output, but I think we are good to go. So let's head into space. Flight systems online. And we'll turn on gravity if we get out of our seat in space. All right, we're in orbit. We are ready to warp to Europa. We have left the planet. We have plenty of pentaxid. We have 50 pentaxid in our tank, which is more than enough to get us there and back. But I'm going to say that's going to be it for this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button for me. And if you want to see more Empyrion Galactic Survival, go ahead and subscribe. I'm KnowItAllDM, and I'll see you at Europa.